Hello, everyone. We're back. This is where I once again say hashtag ad. We're in the second helping now. We're going to resume the interview. But I'll say the usual stuff for this. There's a link that is pinned. You can hit !sponsor and have things come up about the Kickstarter. The game is $1.50 for both first slice and second helping right now. There you go. That said, queer indie game is Go. But it's not Indiegogo, it's a Kickstarter. You know the bits, whatever. Anyway, everybody seemed to really like this game yesterday. And contractually obligated I am to continue, I also kind of want to, because I was also enjoying it. So you love when that works out, right? We were told that there was more low poly stuff in this chapter, which I'm very excited about because I fucking lurb the low poly stuff. I'm a big fan of that low poly stuff. So I'm excited to see more. Apparently things ramp up a little bit more in the second helping. That said, we also learned that a lot of the choices I made were the tamer ones. So when you play, you can do whatever you want. Just throw you out there. Throw that out there. I'm not continuing at a spy. I actually really like how you're putting this together. Thoughts about it? I can actually give you a little bit of thoughts about it so far. I really wish there was more of the low poly stuff in the first slice. I really do. But that's just because I think it's so neat. I like how the initial setup is that this is already happened and it is going through the remembering process of stuff, meaning that there are things that we're processing emotions and actions in order. I think that's kind of neat. I think that's really cool. I like the characters and how, like, they're not necessarily. This is me saying this as somebody who is a very queer person. When it comes to cishet folks making queer content, one of two things happens. And the first thing is that it has to be super sanitized. And that means that the queer characters don't get to really fucking exist at all, period. They're more tertiary or exist in the sense of, and also I am a gay. And I do a gay thing. And that is the end of my involvement in this story. And away I go. Anyway. The alternative is that they go so fucking hard on, like, bashing things into the ground that it ends up becoming really fucked up and problematic. What's that fucking show? I absolutely fucking hated it. Every single fucking cis person came to me and they're just like, Kdin, you should watch it. It's got a trans character in it. And I watched like a little bit and then I read a little bit to like make myself aware of what was happening in it. And I'm just like, wow, this is fucking awful. And I hate every goddamn thing. Euphoria, that's the fucking show. I so fucking hated that because it was so just like, hey, well, what if it's really fucking traumatizing and really fucking awful and super... It's like, no. I don't think we've gotten that far in being able to really have some super messy shit with queer representation in major media because they don't fucking let queer people do goddamn anything in anything, period, ever. And if they do, they never fucking get to play themselves or get to play an actual queer character. It's like, well, you get to do... Or they get to play those fucking tertiary characters that are just like, and I'm a gay. Mew. And anytime that they actually are queer or able to do that kind of stuff on camera and everything like that, cancelled. So cancelled. You got 2 seasons? We promised you 3? How about 2 and then go fuck yourself? Well, the contract says 3. Well, you get fucking 3 episodes in your 3rd season. Eat shit, nerd. So, you know, it's nice to actually, and this is why I say support indie creators, period. Because you get to actually fucking enjoy a character, and it's just like, you get to have characters that are queer and also not necessarily perfect or unflawed. They're actually real fucking human ass characters. And I like that. I like that. I like that in this game a lot, that the queer characters are people. And Jill, who is not a people, is a demon. So there's that about that, if that makes sense. So it's nice. Jill definitely needs to learn how to be a peoples. So it's nice to actually have some, I don't know, you know, conflict of character and conflict of personality, and, you know, your queer characters being messy and imperfect, because people are messy and imperfect. And it's very, very important that we like put that stuff in there, and we have those things able to be viewed. So it's, you know, it's one of those things that it's just like, you know, you can't, I don't know. I'm very fucking picky about queer content and how it's made and who it's made by and everything like that. Not to say that it needs to be fucking perfect. I don't expect things to be perfect. I don't want things to be perfect, because people aren't perfect, and that means, you know, real. I already got it. It's just there. Don't worry. It is taken care of. Because did it not let me do it? It's very weird that it didn't let me do it, because I did it. But anywho, I'm trying to think of any other little notes before we go into part 2 here. I think, I don't know. I just really like the fucking low poly stuff. Maybe I'm just super into, like, I like it because I think it's more interesting. Whatever. So let's resume the interview. Or automatic. There it is. Is it automatic? Yeah, automatic. Yeah, automatic. So here we are. Welcome back. You're looking better. Yeah, I'm feeling better. Do you want to recap what we covered last time before we begin? Nice. This I appreciate. We'll do the refresh my memory part. Not that we really need it, but, like, I want to see it. Last night on Halloween, your birthday, you were taken by your close friend and roommate. Oh my God. Did you hit me with a spray bottle? You were taken by your close friend and roommate, Joy Rancher, to a Halloween party on the beach of Lake Shish Kebab. Things quickly progressed into a slasher movie scenario. Is that a squeegee? I need to move the stickers into the forefront. Need to move the stickers into the forefront. Stickers go here. There. Things quickly progressed into a slasher movie scenario, and everyone died except for you and a demon calling herself Jack-Headed Jill. who has been summoned to kill everyone in the lake by a local witch. You stole the witch's spellbook, and despite the advisement of Jill, cast a spell that trapped the lake area in a bubble of reality that reset to shortly after you and Joy arrived at the party, giving you another chance to put things right. Great. However, your attempts to get everyone to leave the party were unsuccessful. After leaving the party area to think, you met Jill again. This is Jill. She big. She informed you that your spell would slowly kill you if you didn't agree to help her. You were then interrupted by Candy, a non-binary person dressed as a feminine cheerleader, and Jill hid herself. Candy seemed very concerned and familiar with you, despite you having no memory of ever meeting them before. You were then also interrupted by Joy, who appeared to know Candy, whom she shared a mutual hatred with. You convinced the two to go back to the party, because you said you had to poop, and Jill resumed her demon form and offered you a contract. Jill's offer was to not kill you in exchange for helping her recover the book, but you were able to convince her that the witch intended to double-cross her by showing her the flaws in the witch's contract with Jill. Jill became enraged and agreed to most of your terms, writing a new contract that required her to keep you alive in exchange for helping her acquire the book, and gave you a promise that she would do her best to refrain from killing any of your friends. You two went back to the party, Jill now a pumpkin, and met Mark, the star quarterback, and the one who had killed the witch before the time loop began. You asked Mark about the whereabouts of Kenny, the only person who you knew could lead you to the witch's cave and the spellbook, but learned that he was already gone and likely trapped inside the barrier that surrounded the time loop you had created. You also met Joy again, who expressed utter disgust for Jill in her pumpkin form and told you to get rid of her so that you could keep her, it could help her with a long-term project she had been working on. Hi, Timewinder. After leaving the party again, you and Jill stumbled upon the scene of what appeared to be a murder-suicide, and Jill revealed that she had not been able to kill anyone during the previous loop because everyone was already dead by the time she found them. Great. Realizing that there was another killer on the loose, you two went back to the clearing where you had discovered Joy's body in the previous loop. Upon investigating, discovered the following. Boop. Number 1. While the ritual site did not have any connection...
Dropping by during work real fast to say, oh, I hope everyone has a great day and stream.
Thank you, Rika. While the ritual site did not have any connection to actual magic, you did discover ties to French moon ritual from the 16th century. You discovered the knife used to kill Joy hidden in a cooler behind a tree not far from the ritual site, along with a jar of blood. And 3, after Jill attempted a homing spell, you discovered that the blood in the jar belonged to you, Vivian. Did I miss anything? I don't think so, except that on the way to the ritual site, Mark found me and tried to make me go back to the party because Joy was looking for me. When I refused, he tried to physically drag me back, but Jill scared him off. Noted. So what happened next? After Jill and I had tried the homing spell a half a dozen times, we had to accept that it really was my blood in the jar, which raised the obvious question: how did it get there? Well, that's unexpected. Yeah, just like everything else tonight. Don't suppose you know how a jar of your blood got all the way out here, do you? No, but I might know who does.
Pumpkin hater.
Let me guess, the pumpkin hater? A few months ago, I started sleepwalking. I'd walk out of the dorm without any idea of what was going on, and Joy had to go find me and bring me back. One night, she found me with my hand cut open. I didn't even know it had happened until I woke up and saw my hand was bandaged. I remember feeling weak the next day, but I didn't think I'd lost that much blood.
Huh.
Do you have a history of sleepwalking? Not until then, but I was under a lot of stress, so...
Huh.
So you just started waking up in random places? Well, no. Joy always made sure I got back to bed. So the only evidence you have that you were sleepwalking at all was her saying so? Joy wouldn't lie to me. She takes care of me.
Yeesh.
Yeesh. And here I was starting to actually respect you a little bit. Look, I remember dreaming about going to class and some other stuff that had to be a dream.
Human.
You do know Pumpkin Hater is involved in whatever's going on here, right? We don't know that. She said she needed you for a long-term project, and we know for a fact that she's gonna be here later. You found her body. Maybe she was dragged here. I didn't have time to look around and investigate because you chased us off. Well, you got time now. Fine. We glared at each other for another minute, then I got to work looking around. That is a waste of a minute, honestly. I'd already seen everything there, but I was angry and I didn't want Jill to be right. Come on, think. You've got all these clues. You've got to be able to make something out of them. She was kidnapped by a French cult. No. Jill brought her here. She came on her own. No, she definitely came on her own. Maybe Joy came herself. There's no evidence against that. But if she did, then who killed her? Damn it, I can't find any clues for a murder that hasn't happened yet. All I have to go on is that weird knife that Jill ate and crumpled piece of paper about the moon worshippers and a jar of my blood. Wait, blood? Wasn't there something about blood when we came here the first time? I remember now. When I found Joy, there was a pool of blood next to her. I almost knelt down in it before Kenny stopped me. Whose blood was that? I mean, it's probably her blood from the jar. Well, no, actually. There's no jar there. The killer's blood? It would have had to be the killer's blood, right? Joy must have cut them while fighting for her life. But if that were true, shouldn't there have been more blood splattered around? Yeah, probably. I'm positive it was just one pool next to her, but that was a lot of blood. I doubt whoever left it could have gotten very far, certainly not without leaving a trail. The only other option is the jar. Well, I already know that there was a jar of my blood here, so it was probably that. Wait, no. The blood on the ground had coagulated, and the blood in the jars clearly has some preservatives to keep it usable. Okay. Okay. How many loops do we have the power for? Probably like 1 or 2, maybe. So probably this one and maybe another one if we're lucky. The blood on the ground was fresh, which means it must have been either Joy's or the blood he killed. Well, I guess could it be Joy's blood? There was no sign of a struggle, and it was too fresh to be from the jar, so she stabbed herself. And then fell over. But she was stabbed in the chest while lying on her back. Was she stabbed in the chest while lying on her back? We don't know that. She ended up on the ground lying on her back with the knife in her chest. Why would there be a pool of her own blood almost a foot from her body? Jill said there was no magic done around here, but is there something else that could explain it? The raised pentagram? I mean, the knife is an obvious one to do. Let's say the raised pentagram. Maybe the raised pentagram? It is the most prominent thing in the clearing, although that didn't stop me from nearly tripping over it when we... Wait, no, it couldn't be.
Well...
I have a theory, but I'll need your help to test it. Do you have a knife or something?
Oh.
How about my machete?
What?
Where were you keeping that? Actually, never mind. Yeah, that's perfect. Hold it point up with both hands in front of you and look up at the moon.
Huh.
Okay. Now walk forward while still looking up at the moon. Should I put on a robe and start chanting in Latin too, or... There's the trip. Whoa. Boom. Sound of clumsy impalement is great. Ow. Damn it.
Jill.
Are you okay? This hurts. Not as much as it hurts me. Roll over. What? Roll over onto your back.
Oh.
Hey, wait a minute. It's almost in the center of the pentagram. With a knife stuck through your chest, just like how I found Joy.
Huh.
So she was walking around with that human bone knife, tripped over the pentagram, and impaled herself? Exactly.
Huh.
But why wouldn't she be looking where she was... Oh, the incantation. It was about the moon, so if she was doing some kind of ritual, then she might be looking up at it. Yeah. Huh. So it really was an accident. That's disappointing. Wait, doesn't this mean Pumpkin Hater is in that moon cult? Ta-da!
Human.
This is my fault.
What?
If I had been here to help her, she wouldn't have tripped. She needed my help, and I wasn't there.
Huh.
I really think that you're missing the point here. The point is, I messed up and Joy paid the price. Oh, for the love of...
V.
Okay, let's, for the moment, forget everything we just learned. If she really needed you, then where were you last time around? Back at the party, drinking a water bottle and wishing I could go home.
Oh.
Oh, so you actually refused to help her last time? That's surprising. No, she told me to wait there for her. Wait, she didn't ask me to help her last time. But then why did she say she needed my help this time?
Well.
I have a theory about that.
What?
You do? Yeah, but you're not going to listen to me if I say anything bad about her, are you? I'll admit, this is strange. I can't understand why why Joy would be doing a moon ritual out here. She always hated pumpkins and Halloween and stuff.
Huh.
And yet she's out here at a Halloween party. That's because she's trying to help me. I thought it was because she needed you for a long-term project. Which, you know, might have something to do with all this. Just maybe. You said this was for some kind of sacrifice. What kind of sacrifice? And for what? A human sacrifice. Although it's admittedly kind of hard to make out. The paper was wrinkled and the language is pretty flowery and pretentious. It's something to do with uniting souls with a sacrifice of blood to gain ultimate power under the light of the moon. Or it's some other French gibberish.
Huh?
Am I robot-y? Fluffy? Am I robot-y? Because if I'm robot-y, that's bad. Oh. Okay, well, thank you. Uniting souls? I think it's talking about murder. Really snobby, artsy murder. Not really my thing, if you can believe it. But it might not. Hey, no. I see what's going on in that little gay head of yours. It's not a romantic gesture. It's a murder plot. How do you know? A full moon, uniting souls, bound by blood? Oh, on my birthday? That sounds all pretty romantic stuff, don't you think? It's a sacrifice of blood. And I already told you, there's no actual magic in it, so there won't be any binding of anything. It's the thought that counts. No, it's not. Vivian, no. No, honey, no. Your crush is a pumpkin-hating psycho who killed herself practicing a human sacrifice ritual to a giant rock in the sky. I knew you would listen. All right, if you won't listen to me, then let's go find Pumpkin Hater and see what her excuse is for all of this. She's probably still waiting for me at the party. Then you're going to have to carry me again. Fine. Let's just get out of here already. I love the use of the motion and like the hesitation on the lift there. You know, I nearly forgot it was your birthday. Yeah, worst one of my life. Gasp. The party was in full swing again. We heard it almost half a mile before we saw it. People were laughing, shouting, and hooking up all over the place. The kind of stuff that made me uncomfortable. Last time I had hidden behind a tent, so I didn't have to look at everyone. But as Jill and I stepped next to the bonfire and looked around, I suddenly had a feeling that something was very wrong.
Whoa.
Wow, this place certainly livened up. It's also thinned out a bit. I don't think those bodies at the dock are the only ones in the forest now.
Huh.
Looks like Barbecue Boy and Pumpkin Hater are gone too. I don't see them anywhere. Neither do I. Damn it. Maybe we should head back to the... There you are!
Candy?
Careful, Candy. You almost made me drop Jill. Who's Chill? Oh my god, you brought your pumpkin! I love pumpkins!
I knew I liked you.
It can talk. They're so cool. How does it do that? Pumpkin magic? Cool. I want to kiss it. Well, this took a fun turn. Please do not kiss the killer jack-o'-lantern candy. Spoil sport. Maybe I should ask if Candy's seen Joy. She seems pretty drunk, but she's the only person I kind of know here. Vivi? Let's start there. Hey, why do you keep calling her Vivi?
Vivi and Victoria.
Because that's her name, silly. Vivi and Victoria, get it?
What?
How do you know my middle name? You told me ages ago. I'm sorry, I don't remember. When was this? Oh, that's okay. I guess I'm not very memorable. Vivi, you're idiot. Now you've made the nice cheerleader sad.
What?
I didn't mean to.
Hey.
Hey, Candy. What? What do you get when you cross a soul-stealing demon with a dentist? I don't know what. A cheaper dentist. That was terrible. You're smiling too. No, I'm not. All right, ask about Mark and Joy. Listen, we need to find Joy and Mark. Have you seen them? Joy. Ugh. Let me tell you something about Joy.
She's a monster.
This is a really good delivery. I take offense to that. Joy's a good person, Candy. You just need to get to know her.
Know her? I dated her.
Ooh.
What?
What?
Ooh.
Trauma. Candy dated Joy?
But
Joy never said she had a girlfriend before. When was this?
No.
I wasn't her girlfriend. I said we dated, but only like twice. Yeah, twice. Definitely not 3 dated material. She's way too controlling and like way manipulative. She's totally tick stick. Totally talk stick. No, it's... Why is it so hard to think now? You mean toxic? That's it! Toxic! Like those octopuses with the rings, you know? The blue ringed octopuses. One of the most dangerous marine animals on Earth. Ah, shit. Jill, why do you know that? Because it's badass. She's right. They're right. She is fine.
I'm a them.
Nice.
huh.
Really? Yeah, don't look like it though, huh? Ish the boobs. Fuck that. You be you, Envy. Hell yeah. Right. You're a cool pumpkin. You should meet my boyfriend. He's trans. But he's wished for his other partner right now because she doesn't like Halloween. Isn't that sweet? Oh, that is sweet. So he let you come here alone? I had this to do. It's Vivi's birthday, so I want to make sure she was okay when I heard she was coming. And get her away from the bish. You are officially my favorite human. Wait, Candy came to this party because of me? I should get back to patrol now. I think there was something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember.
Huh?
Patrol? Yeah, I'm part of the PADS team. PADS?
Well,
Party and Day Safety. It's a volunteer group in my college. They look out for predators and make sure people don't drink and drive and stuff like that. Yeah, I gotta make sure nobody's trying to creep on anybody.
That's right.
That's why I never drink at parties. Wait, what? I think I may have some bad news for you.
Candy.
Are you sure that you haven't had any alcohol tonight? Think hard. Not a drop, just some bottled water and some Coke. Cola or cocaine? Cola! I never do drugs. Well, I do have an edible every once in a while, but never any part. That'd be irresponsible. Oh no. Hey, you're shaking. What's wrong?
Baby?
Are you okay, Vivi? Are you cold? Do you want to sit by the fire? Huh? Oh, I'm fine. Actually, would you mind if I stepped over there for a minute? I need to have a word with my pumpkin. That seems completely normal. I feel no need to question it. Great. Don't go anywhere. Jill, I think I know what's going on. I mean, I know why everyone keeps dying. Huh? What do you mean? There isn't another killer, or at least not just one more. I mean, shit, there could be dozens by now.
What?
Whoa, back up. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Dozens? It's the party goers. They're not drunk or high.
They're all on Seven Sin.
Okay. Need information.
V.
It's a college party, V. Hate to break it to you, but there's going to be a lot of sinning going on. No, Seven Sin. It's the new designer drug that's been showing up on campus. Real bad news. Very unpredictable.
Huh.
What do you mean by unpredictable? Around the time of the semester, there was a party on my campus that almost shut down the entire school. The campus security had to call the cops, and then the cops had to call in the SWAT team to deal with it. Whoa, that sounds like a hell of a party. Hell is exactly the right word. I saw the photos of the aftermath. It was like something out of Home of a Million Cadavers. Huh? Some people became extremely sexually aroused. Some of them suddenly slipped into comas right where they stood. Several people started eating so much that their stomachs literally burst, and even then, they still kept eating.
Whoa.
It only gets worse. Other people, some of them with no history of depression or any other mental issues, suddenly committed suicide right then and there with whatever they could find. One girl tried to burn off her own face with a clothes iron. How? What? Others became homicidally violent for no reason at all. One guy stomped in another man's head for having a nicer looking shirt than him, and one woman cut off her own arm because a fly landed on it. She said it was unclean. What the fuck? Then they started wandering out of the house and attacking people on the street. Security couldn't stop them with tasers or beanbag guns or anything short of lethal force. It was like they couldn't feel pain anymore. Are they zombies now, I guess? Sounds like someone broke out a sample platter of bath salts, cocaine, and ecstasy. That's the craziest thing. When the toxicology report came back, the only thing they could find were traces of some unknown substance in all of the affected victims. So, wait, you're telling me that that was the cause by one drug? One drug that almost every person at that party ingested, even people who had a long history of sobriety.
Huh.
So you think this is what's gotten into your little lake party? Given the carnage that we saw last time, it makes sense. Now I get why it's called Seven Sin. Lust for the sex drive, sloth for the coma, gluttony, envy, wrath, pride, it's all there. And it all started with greed. One evil bastard willing to destroy all the lives for a new money-making drug. Wait, what about Candy? They just seem drunk. Well, the only living person they found at the first party acted extremely disorientated and drunk, despite having zero blood alcohol content. They survived less than 24 hours under observation before they were discovered dead in their hospital room.
What?
Does that mean Candy is going to... The FBI hasn't released an actual cause of death yet, but the rumor around campus is that it wasn't the drug that killed them. But that's just a rumor, right? Well, I've never heard of a drug that could cleanly slit someone's throat, especially when the victim's hands were tied down in a hospital bed. You mean someone killed the only survivor before they were sober enough to say anything? That's the rumor. You seem to know a lot about this. Well, I'm presenting a case study on it as part of a criminal psychology presentation. You're doing a case on a case study on a massacre that happened at your own school? I mean, it's actually quite a unique opportunity from an academic standpoint. Anyway, and it was 2 massacres, actually. There was another house party that got hit just a few months after the first, and a few other isolated cases. Same unstable drug, same horrific result, no survivors. You're the girl who listens to nothing but true crime podcasts, aren't you? I listen to other things, sometimes. You should totally wear leggings when you do your presentation. You have a cute butt.
Candy?
I told you to wait over there. I like your cute butt. Can I bite it? No. Okay.
Hey.
Let me make sure I've got this clear in my hollow little head. Tonight, on Halloween, a cranky old witch summoned a demon, which would be me, to kill a bunch of college students at a party in her lake. You're a demon? Whoa, you're so small and cute, though. Thank you. But somebody already used a new super drug called Jenzen to make all the college students go crazy and die before the demon, again, me, could kill any of them. Ish. Talk about getting called out for nothing. Yeah, and I'm not sure why the witch summoned you in the first place. People come out to this lake all the time. Maybe she wanted to make Jill a pumpkin pie. You want a taste? Wait a minute. You are just no fun. No, I think Candy might be onto something. Huh? When we confronted the witch before, she said she would destroy you if we gave her back the book. I thought she was lying, but what if she was telling the truth? Ha! She should have read the fine print. Demons can't be killed on the mortal plane. Best you could do is destroy our physical body for a bit, then we head back to our home dimension and come right back. So you're an immortal cutie pumpkin demon? Well, I am here. Only magic can destroy magic. Aren't you forgetting something? Huh? What? Remember the lightning spell I used on the docks? The one that you couldn't aim properly? What about it? It was called Kill the Killer. You didn't kill anybody, but Mark pushed the witch into the fire. Oh, all right. I forgot about him killing the witch. I thought about... I remembered him accidentally killing himself, but I did forget about him killing the witch. That's why the spell hit him instead of you. But if you had killed someone, like the witch told you to do, that magical lightning bolt would have turned you into a pumpkin fritter. Huh? She could have prepped the spell ahead of time, remembered how you were to appear before midnight. I was overthinking it. The contract wasn't badly phrased because she was trying to trick you. She just didn't care to do it right because she was going to kill you anyway. Although I guess that doesn't explain the weird signature. I think your pumpkin's broken.
Huh?
Jill? I could have died?
Jill?
Quiet, do you want to call down a bunch of... Hey, who just yelled something? I hate people who yell things. Ooh, look, chainsaw. Run. Huh? Run. I could have died. I could have died. I could have died. Well, that does explain a lot. Okay, I think we lost him. We also lost our non-binary friend. What crap? I hope the sin drug psychos didn't get her. Get them? Them, sorry. But I was so busy running, I didn't even look back to see if they were following us. As long as the loop resets, they'll be okay, and they won't have any memory of anything that happens, remember? Leaving them behind still doesn't sit right with me. Kill everyone, call it a mulligan? Eh. I mean, yeah, that is definitely an option. Yeah, I know what you mean. V, there's something I should tell you. You could tell me anything you want as long as I could put you down first. Okay. That's better. Sheesh. How are you so freaking heavy? V, listen to me. And another thing, what's with all this V and VV stuff? I don't know you or Candy, but all of a sudden you're both acting like...
Right, damn it.
Will you just shut up and listen? We are in serious danger right now.
So...
More serious than being stuck in a forest with a bunch of homicidically drugged up college students while my life is slowly sucked away? Yeah. Much worse. Have I mentioned that this is the worst birthday of my life? I was thinking about what you said, and I think you're right. The witch did summon me here just to kill me.
Demon.
Oh dear, the demon is having to face her own mortality.
Hey.
This is a big deal, V. I don't think I'm the first victim. We may be dealing with a demon serial killer. Oh my, someone is trying to kill you and all the people you know and care about? I can't possibly imagine what that's like. Look, I get the attitude, but I need you to take this seriously. Why should I? Karma actually exists. That's the best news I've heard all night. I know this is hard for you to understand, but I'm doing this for the greater good of your planet. Okay, not necessarily everyone on the planet, but... No, go on. Tell me about how murdering some freshmen is going to save the world.
Thrust at me.
This is so not what I signed up for. Okay, let me start from the beginning. No. Okay, thank God. So don't fucking start with the fucking Big Bang again. So first off, the world I come from isn't what you would think of as hell. There are no tortured human souls or rivers of blood or anything like that. It's a completely different reality with totally different rules. There's no physical space. It's all just energy. There's no gravity or bodies that need a bunch of different resources or very particular climates to survive. Everything is plentiful, nurturing, and honestly, pretty boring. Are you trying to tell me you're actually an alien from another dimension? Technically, but most of us base our bodies and identities here off of your legends and mythology. So we do play a role of gods and demons for you. So you're a bunch of ancient aliens. Great. But I'm getting ahead of myself. A long time ago, we figured out how to travel to other realities. We saw some real mind-blowing stuff. Things so horrible or beautiful that I can't even put it to words. But the most fascinating place in any reality we found was this little blue-green planet with these weird monkeys that lied to each other for fun. Huh? I'm talking about Earth and humans. I got that, but lying for fun? How else do you describe fiction? Humans are the most inventive and unpredictable things in the universe. Give a human a pointed stick and they'll figure out 50 neat tricks and form a whole religion around it faster than you could decide on what to call it. So humans are the ultimate dancing monkeys of the universe. Great to know the meaning of life is just to be amusing. Hey! Imagination is one of the highest forms of intelligence that exist, and you humans are born with it. That's an incredibly rare talent in reality, in any reality. If you say so. Anyway, after a while, some demons started to wonder how creative you could be if you had something better than just pointy sticks and paint. Let me guess. The witch's spellbook? Spellbooks, magic swords, enchanted lamps, you name it. Giving your favorite human a magical trinket was like giving a bouquet to your favorite actor after a play. Only the bouquet was more like a fully loaded machine gun. We didn't consider it like that at first. No, I bet you just wanted to see what would happen. Well, yeah. Human media was pretty limited by your languages and what you drew on a wall or acted out on stage. We wanted to see what you could do with better special effects. We just didn't expect you to start using them against other members of your community. So you took them away. Well, eventually. How long is eventually? Only a couple of decades. You were handing out magical weapons for a couple of decades. Wow, that sticker placement is very good. They weren't weapons, they were just props. Props that can summon lightning bolts and turn humans into puddles of goo. Okay, they were a little advanced for humanity at the time, but the humans we gave them to said they'd use them responsibly. And you believed them? It's very fucking funny. That's very fucking funny. Look, before we met humans, we couldn't even grasp the concept of intentionally misrepresenting reality for any reason. We can inherently make our own space and shape it to our liking. We're sustained by the energy around us, so we never have to worry about starving. At least in our home dimension, anyway. We never had any reason to lie, so we were never very creative. We thought your creativity was born out of a necessity for survival, and that would make you more responsible with magic than we were, since you had the constant threat of dying. Well, there's your first mistake. Yeah, and that mistake nearly cost us one of our own. Some humans weren't happy with the trinkets that we were handing out, so they set a trap for one of us using the magic we'd given them. The humans somehow got into their head that if they could kill us, they could take our power. And before you get any ideas, it doesn't work like that. Not any more than killing a human gives you their strength or intelligence. I'll keep that in mind. So, what happened to the demon they ambushed? They managed to escape, but they were badly injured. Everyone was angry and terrified when they found out what happened. Some of our braver demons went after the humans responsible. They leveled the entire city, but some humans managed to escape with their gifts. I think that book was one of them. Huh. I'm surprised you all didn't just run away and leave us to our own devices after things became too real for you. Well, we almost did. After I'd guess you'd call it a strike team, came back with the news that some of our killer humans had escaped, we had a big meeting about what to do next. A lot of demons said it was just an isolated incident, and our show of force would keep it from happening again. Others said it was still too dangerous, and we should wipe out everything in a few thousand miles of the city just to be sure. Most of them said it was too dangerous, and we should just abandon the planet altogether and just watch humanity from a safe distance from then on. Then my professor spoke up. Although she wasn't my professor at the time. I mean, I wasn't even alive back then. She said we couldn't just run away. We made this mess, and we need to clean it up. Good to hear one of you had some sense of responsibility. Well, it was pretty much just her. Not many people were really on board with that idea, until she also pointed out that if we left the humans with those magic items and no guidance on how to use them, humanity would eventually destroy themselves completely. Our favorite source of entertainment would be canceled forever. So it was self-interest that won out in the end. Doesn't sound like our species are that different after all. That's what my professor keeps saying. Anyway, there were a couple years of arguing after that. Eventually, it was decided that no more magical gifts would be given to the humans, and all the ones that had been given out had to be recovered. We still wanted better media, though, so instead of just giving you magic, we'd start subtly guiding humans towards advancing their own technology. Hence the thing you said earlier about demons creating the internet. Exactly. Free travel was banned between dimensions and
TFW, you contribute to the downfall of your favorite media production planet.
And human media became import only. The Human Preservation Agency was created, along with a specialized school where the new students would be trained by experts in human behavior. I joined up because I wanted to see the human world for myself, and the rest is history. Or maybe mythology. And that's the whole story. We've spent the last couple thousand years trying to round up and destroy all the magical artifacts we gifted, while also helping humans perfect things like radio and animation. Wait, 2,000 years? And you're still cleaning up your mess? We don't exactly have a detailed checklist to go off of. By the time the recall happened, most of the original owners were already dead. Their gifts were either stolen or hidden away somewhere. Every decade or so, one of them pops back up and we have to track it down and get the human that activated it to hand it over. So what? You're just some kind of field agent in an ancient alien OSD foundation. Obtain, seclude, and defend. Ah ha ha. Very, very funny. All the lost relics to keep them out of the wrong hands at any cost. Well, yeah, that sums it up pretty nicely, actually. Only it's the HPA. And technically, I'm only an intern. They sent an intern by herself to collect one of the original artifacts used to attack a demon.
Hey.
We didn't know what the gift was. But yeah, we've been a little short-staffed lately. There's been a big jump in magical activity on Earth, and several demons who went out on missions just never came back. They just disappeared without a trace. How many missing demons are we talking about here? Well, enough that they had to send me on my own for my first mission. And nobody... Smart call not giving it a number. Like, seriously? If you don't need to give a number, don't. Don't give a number. Fun fact. Fun fact. When you give your audience too much information and you don't know where that information is going, it's bad information to give. Less is more in a lot of cases. Anyway. And nobody thought to look into those disappearances. There wasn't any reason to think something bad could have happened to them. We thought they were all just deep undercover on a mission. Or that they got distracted by some new human media craze and forgot what they were doing. It happens a lot, actually. I get it. Your entire civilization is made up of human... Wow, really? Humanity weeaboos? I haven't heard fucking that phrase in a while. So you think our Wicked Witch of the Lake is responsible for all those missing demons? Some of them. But even if it's just one, that's... Look, we haven't had a true human-on-demon fatality in, well, ever. If we don't stop this, demons may cut off all travel to Earth completely. Thank you for the hydrate and posture check. Hello, Maya. Doesn't sound like a bad idea to me. All your people do is exploit us for your own amusement. You'll be singing a different tune next time some nutjob gets a hold of a forgotten artifact and takes over half your planet. Or worse, two people find artifacts and try to use them against each other. Huh? What's wrong with that? Everybody loves a good wizard duel. V. Come on, V. Don't you know anything about magic? Look me in the eyes and ask me that again. What's a suitable human analogy? Oh, it's like modding a video game while you're trapped inside it. If you put in conflicting mods, you can cause some major bugs or even crash the whole system. Hang on, you're saying that if magic mixes with magic, it'll, what, destroy the fabric of reality? Well... If the two magics are incompatible, yes. Then how has this not happened before? Like you said, humanity isn't exactly known for not blowing itself up. Have you ever heard of Atlantis? Huh? The lost continent? It's not lost, it's quarantined. Two assholes with incompatible magic gifts got into a disagreement there a couple thousand years ago. You're only here right now because some of our best magic users happen to be nearby and they were able to remove the entire continent from your reality. And you didn't think you should start rounding up your little presents after that? Hey. It was an isolated case. It was an entire civilization. Yeah, they made some really good stuff too. They made... Do you seriously just have no value for human life at all? Hey. Why should I? You humans are more than happy to kill each other for greed, hate, or just because you can't agree on where you'll go after you die. So, why should I care about human lives any more than you yourselves do? Especially when you've proven that you'd try to kill us if we gave you the chance. A few bad humans doesn't give you the right to kill innocent people, Jill. And your kind started this mess by fucking up our history. Yeesh. We didn't do that much. You said you all took the identities from our myths and legends. How many holy wars started because of you? That many? How can you say you care about community when you treat my entire race like we're disposable NPCs? We have lives. We feel pain. You kill your own kind. You wage wars on each other. The only other creatures on your planet that do that are insects that you crush underfoot all the time. How is this any different? What is wrong with you? Oh, wait, that's right. Your entire view of humanity is from the internet and slasher movies. Obviously, you have a perfect understanding of how the world actually works.
Hey.
Well, my worldview has been pretty accurate from what I've seen tonight. This isn't... this is like arguing with an incel. Oh, you take that back. You're closed-minded, violent, racist in the most literal sense, and you think everything is a stupid movie. I'm not. Look, I'm trying to fix the problem my people made. Don't act noble. You said you were excited to try killing people like you saw on TV. Well... You act like you're so much better than us just because we need to put on some effort into surviving. And anyone that breathes isn't even a person to you. We're just sub-demon playthings. You aren't demons. You're just little angry monkeys. And you're just a bunch of bullying rich kids with too much power and not enough empathy to know how to use it. You're just like... Like what? Never mind. I guess I'm just doomed to be around self-important scumbags like you. Well, I don't exactly love being partnered with you either, human, but we're stuck with each other thanks to your screw-up. Damn it. Keep it together, Vivian.
Hey.
And we have one more problem. Of course we do. If you're right, and the only reason the lightning spell didn't kill me is because I hadn't murdered anyone, then that means I can't afford to kill anybody. Finally, some good news. No, that's bad news. We're surrounded by drugged out psychos, and I only promised not to kill your friends, remember? If we run into someone and they try to kill you, I can protect you without either killing them, which would make me vulnerable to the witch spell, or not killing them when I easily could have, which breaks my contract and ejects me from this dimension, leaving you with nobody to break the time loop spell before it kills you. Wonderful. Well, since you're useless to me, I guess I'll just leave you here. Hey, who are you calling useless? And what have you got to do that's so much more important than staying alive?
Joy.
I still have to find Joy and figure out what's going on.
What?
Are you fucking kidding me right now? These woods are chock full of chainsaw-wielding psychos, and you still want to go back and look for that manipulative bitch? Stop calling her that! Did you forget everything we found out of the clearing? Or what Candy said? She's using you, V! We can't get... Why can't you get that through your head? She's helping me! And that's pretty rich coming from someone whose entire race has been exploiting humanity for centuries. At least up front about it. You've been trying to turn me against her from the beginning. You just don't like me listening to anyone but you. You're the one trying to use me. We signed a contract, dumbass. Of course I'm trying to use you. You're using me too. I am not. Where are you, assholes? I'll teach you to shout angsty character drama. Run.
Right, damn it.
This night sucks. Stop shouting! Because Jill can't kill anyone now. Jill literally can't kill anyone. If Jill kills anyone, and it's one of Vivian's friends, she gets ejected back to her home dimension because of the contract. And if she kills anyone, then she can get murdered by the kill the killer spell. So she literally is caught in like a catch-22 situation where she literally can't do anything. If she makes a move one way or the other, she's fucked. So her only course is inaction. Oh, that's right. Killing the friends was part of the promise. We spent but her dying, she has to protect her, and by not protecting her, she gets ejected back. We spent another 15 minutes dodging the chainsaw man until we finally lost him again. By that point, we were completely lost too. Again. Jill and I weren't talking to each other, so I picked a random direction and started walking. I was half hoping she wouldn't follow me, but she quickly jogged ahead and started leading the way. At the time, I thought she was just being bossy. But I think she was trying to be helpful by clearing the way through the forest and looking for danger. She sounds like she felt bad about your fight. Did you? I don't know. I knew I was right about her weird racism towards humans, but I also couldn't admit that she was right about Joy. I just couldn't. Though I was having doubts.
Drugs.
No, we're okay.
Oh, drugs.
This is awkward. No, thank you.
Welcome back to the fucking pentagram. Oh, hey, look, here we are.
What?
The fake ritual site? How do we end up back here? Well, you wanted to find Pumpkin Hater. Maybe the trauma makes you home in on this place. Hey, looks like somebody's been here.
Huh?
Wait, is that blood in the center of the circle? Maybe somebody just emptied out that jar of U juice. U juice is really good. We left here. Hang on, let me check. I don't like this. Something smells. Literally. Wait a minute, this circle is wet. And it smells like gas. Uh-oh.
V.
Hey, V. I don't think this is your blood. It's too fresh. Warn Jill it's a trap, obviously. Jill, the ground here is soaking in gasoline. This is a trap. Oh. Should I move? Light it already, you idiot.
Hey!
I'm trying.
Joy? Barbecue boy.
What?
Got it. Smub Pumpkin is great.
Huh.
Oh no, I am trapped. Back, demon. I have consecrated this circle with my own blood and energies. By the power of the 9 spirits, you cannot cross the flames. Oh, come on. What did you get that from a young adult novel or something?
Huh?
Joey, what are you doing? Saving you from your own stupidity. What were you thinking summoning a demon?
What?
I didn't summon her, the witch did.
What?
What?
Hey!
She's lying. I saw her controlling it. She ordered it to kill me when I tried to rescue her. Seriously? Rescue me?
Hey.
Look, we're temporary partners, but V works for me. Excuse me?
Well.
Oh, by the way, before we start all the drama, we're also looking for the Witch of the Lake. You two wouldn't happen to know where we could find her, would you? Witch of the Lake? Hey, I think it's talking about... Shut up, moron. If what you say is true, then I cannot allow you to pollute this world with your evil any longer, demon.
Yeesh.
Okay, seriously, why do you keep talking like that? I condemn you back to the pit that spawned you. Get the gas bucket, you idiot. All right. So I have a few notes on your performance. Jesus. Oh no, more fire. The generally agreed upon weakness of all plant-based monsters in video games. Curse you, well-known RPG rules. No. Really? It's dying. Let's go. There's not much time. Hang on, Joy. Are you sure that thing's actually... I said let's go. Wait, Joy? Oh, the pain. The pain. Oh. Hello?
Joy.
Joy, where are we going? We can't just leave a blaze going like that. It could burn down the entire forest. Good. I hope this whole fucking place burns to ashes.
Joy?
Hey, V, how about you shut up and let us non-mental degenerates do the talking? Okay? What did you say? Damn it, Mark. What did you tell him, Joy? You promised you wouldn't tell anyone. You promised. And I didn't. He figured it out on his own because you wouldn't stop acting so weird. Did you even take your medicine like I told you to? No. See, this is what happens when you don't listen to me and do as I say. Now Mark is going to apologize, and then we're going to get moving. Got it? Joy, what are we waiting for? We got the girl back. Let's just go do what we came here to do. And I said, now Mark is going to apologize because we're all understanding friends here. And we're going to have to work together if we want to get that witch. Wait, you know where the witch's cave is? Of course I do. I was practically raised in this damn forest.
What?
Vi, listen to me. There are lots of things I haven't told you about myself, but that was to protect you. I promise I'll tell you everything once this is over, but right now, we need to get to that cave and destroy that witch while she's trying to figure out what happened to her little pet. But I thought you said she was too powerful. Isn't that why you needed to? If she had to summon a demon to kill me, then her power will be drained so that she can maintain the spell. We need to act now.
What?
Wait, she summoned Jill here to kill you? But why? Who is she? How does she know? I said, I'll explain later. But, Vi, you're the only one who can help me with this.
Huh?
You're more special than you realize. In fact, you may be the only hope to put an end to all this. Do you trust me? Of course I do. It's just everything's been so crazy tonight. And there's still so much I need to tell you. This isn't the first... Later. Right now, all you need to do is listen and follow my lead. No matter what happens, I need you to trust me completely, okay?
Okay.
Would you two just make out already? Mark! Mark, do us all a favor and never open your mouth again, okay? Good. Now let's get going.
Okay.
Do us all a favor and never open your mouth again. Arrogant bitch, just you wait. You'll get what's coming to you. Curiouser and curiouser. There it is. The cave of the witch, the lake witch. I thought it was the witch of the lake. You can call her the shish kebab bitch for all I care. Now let's go.
Joy?
Thank you for the lurk, Maya. Wait a minute. What if she's in there waiting for us? There's 3 of us against only 1 old crone. She might have a knife?
No.
No. She has a spell book. But her magic takes time to cast. If we all rush her before she can finish a spell and get the book away from her, then she'll be powerless.
Huh?
Wait, how do you know how her magic works? Let's just go before your pumpkin pet gets loose and comes after us. I told you. That thing is dead. What's the matter, Mark? Worried what'll happen if you try to rescue me again? Quiet. It looks like there's a fire inside. Stay alert. Follow me. Looks like she isn't home. Spread out and see what you can find. If you can find that spell book or anything that looks like it could cause a lot of pain. Better grab that book while I still have the chance. Or maybe I should tell Joy what's going on now that Mark isn't in the way. Do we talk to Joy? I should probably get the book. Kill Joy? Unfortunately, I don't see a kill Joy option, but I will go get the book. Wait, something's wrong. It should be right here. What are you bitching about now? The spellbook, it should be right here on this table. How would you know that? Because that's where she found it before, Joyful. Joy, no, stay back! Let me go. Don't worry, I got this. Okay, Grandma, hand over the book and nobody gets hurt. What's it? Okay. Oh, great. It's vines. Yay, low poly. Yay. She can grow vines like Jill? Except these hurt a lot more. What's going on? What's the matter, my little spell thief? Confused?
Huh?
You remember me? You didn't really think I'd lose my memories to my own spell, did you? Spell? Vi, what is she talking about? What memories? Your little pet is actually quite an accomplished witch, Joyful. Much more so than you'll ever be.
What? What?
Can someone please get this vine away from my butt? This is the second time your pet has been to my cave. The last time she stole my spellbook, she had this walking protein shake boy boil me alive in my own cauldron. Hey, lady, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen you before in my life. I thought that was it for me. Dead only after 13 years of witchcraft. I had so many regrets. So many things I still needed to do. So imagine my surprise and delight when I suddenly returned to life and found myself back here in this cave only a few hours before I died. I was so confused. Had it all been a dream, a vision? I decided to check up on the demon I had sent out with my scrying spell, and what did I see? This little thief stealing my demon. Stealing? I think you mean educating. Be quiet. Normally, I would carve out that silver tongue of yours and use it as a doorstop. But as you're the one who resurrected me, I will overlook this minor inconvenience. Wait, you brought her back? She was finally dead, and you brought her back with my mother's spellbook?
Joy.
You died. I had to say... Wait, your mother's spellbook? The spellbook is mine, you little ingrate. Or have you forgotten the thrashing your dear Auntie Anne gave you the last time you tried to steal it?
You killed my mother!
Oh, well, that answers that. Oh, don't act like she was all that great. Just because she was born before me, she thought she was entitled to everything. Honestly, I did us both a favor by killing her. Shut up. You're nothing but a cowardly old crone who deserves to die. You're a shriveled up cockroach who needs to be stamped out and... Enough. If you miss my precious sister so much, then perhaps you should reunite with her. Do it, you coward, you fucking snake. I'll tear your black heart out with my... F.
Joy! No! God damn it!
No, it'll be okay. You can fix this. You just have to start the loop again. She's not dead. She's just waiting. It's okay. It's okay. I should have done that years ago. But then if I had I suppose I wouldn't have met you, my little magical prodigy. Oh dear, don't tell me you actually cared for that little bastard. If so, let me assure you that she has no such feelings for you. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Well, I'm sure I can loosen it for you. I'm sure you remember this, don't you? And what it did to that other meat shield you brought it from before? Did you know that I can control how slowly the curse in this blade kills you? I can make the flesh rot off your bones for hours if I wanted to. Though I prefer to keep it only about a minute. The screaming gets rather tiresome after that. Perhaps a demonstration is in order then. You, boy, how good are you at screaming?
What? What are you bringing me into this? I haven't done anything to you.
Oh, but you're so very, very wrong. Wait a minute.
Hey, wait. We can work something out. I got money, lots of money. I'm sure we can...
Stop. Leave the coward alone and just tell me what you want. There we go. You know, you really are pathetically easy to manipulate. No wonder my niece kept you around. But let's just make sure you don't get any heroic ideas. She can control the vines without even holding the book? There we go. Now, I don't want anything too extravagant. Just tell me how you cast the time travel spell.
What?
What? The spell, you little twerp. How did you do it? I just read the words. Don't be smart with me, child. How did you do it? Did you spill blood on the page? Where did you cast it? Was there some specific weather you had to wait for? Tell me! I told you, I just read the... Wait a minute, you can't cast it, can you? You've had that book for what did you say, 13 years? And there are spells in it that you still can't figure out? Enough, explain how you did it, or I'll begin removing some of your less vital appendages. Alright, it's actually pretty simple, but you might want to write this down. You got a pen? I've got one somewhere around here. Mark, hey.
What?
Break the vines and push her in the fire.
What?
Break the vines. You broke the ones that grabbed me before, remember?
But she'll kill me.
She'll kill you anyway, dumbass, if you'll keep her distracted. Now let you do it. Here's one. Alright, now talk. Alright, well... It's all in the proper pronunciation. I've been speaking German my entire life. There's nothing wrong with my pronunciation. Well, exactly. I mean, you'd have too much of an accent if you said the spell just like as you spoke it. You have to read the words more phonetically. You have to really think about them, not feel them. Think, not feel. Oh, but there's one other thing you need to do. Really important. What? Go back to hell and stay there this time. You arrogant little...
Where did you get the gun? Where did he get a gun? Where did he pull a gun from?
Oh my god, he shot her. Excessive amount of gunshots. Jesus, you had a gun this whole time?
Nobody ties up Marcus Andrew Martin and gets away with it. Fuck you! What?
You nearly shot me too, you fucking idiot.
Fuck yeah! What you got?
He's not even listening. Fuck, how did this all go so wrong? Okay, focus on what to do next. Focus. Don't think about the corpses. You've done this before. Just restart the loop. The witch is dead, and the book is on the table. I just need to get it and wait for... Shit, no. If I take it, I'll have to hand it over to Jill, and then she'll break the spell and leave. I have to go back one more time and fix this. Maybe I can cast the spell early? Or would it cause one of those reality-ending glitches Jill was talking about? Wait, should I even let the spell rewind again? Joy was so upset about it. No, wait. What am I thinking? I have to rewind time again and save her, but God, Joy's family is involved with the book? First things first, I gotta get out of here before Jill finds that book.
Mess with me, I take you out. What?
Mark, I don't think she can hear you anymore.
Whatever.
Now, if you're done gloating into a corpse, would you get me out of this stuff? I know how we can save Joy, but we have to move fast. Why are you just standing there? Didn't you hear me? We can save Joy, but we have to hurry before...
You know what, Vi? I just figured out what your problem is. You never show any real appreciation for anybody. Except for the one person that you really, really shouldn't. It's always Joy this, Joy that. Jesus, she's fucking dead on the ground and you're still trying to kiss her ass.
I can save her.
Doesn't matter. You shouldn't be trying to.
What?
She was using you, stupid, just like she was using me. Only I had the sense at least to get some cash and head out of it.
You're disgusting. How dare you?
Wake up, Vivian. Everyone knows Joyful Rancher is the biggest bitch in all of Cravenport County. What, did you think she actually liked you because you were roommates? You have no idea what she planned for you. Dying was probably the nicest thing she ever did for you.
What the fuck are you talking about? She didn't.
God, you're so fucking brainwashed. I don't even know what she did to fuck you up like this, but damn. You know, putting you out of your misery is going to be doing you a favor. It really is.
Mark, put down the knife. You don't know what it can do.
See, there you go again, giving me orders. What is it with women and their inability to accept that I am the one in charge here?
Okay, you're in charge. Just put down the knife. There's no reason to kill me, right?
Excuse me? No reason? Did you just say no reason? I can give you a whole list of reasons not to let you walk out of this cave. Number 1, you summoned a demon to attack me. Now you say it's thin-skinned of me, but it takes threats, but I take threats very personally.
I didn't summon her. The witch did. Jill was just protecting me.
Yeah, right. Number 2, you kicked me in the balls.
And if only my legs were free, I'd do it again.
3, I just shot an old lady like 6 times, 8 times. They're never going to find this gun, but you're the only one who witnessed the crime. Doesn't really make sense to keep you around so you can blackmail me for the rest of my life, does it?
She was trying to kill us, so what you did was in self-defense.
Yeah, well, sure, but who's going to believe that, right? I mean, magic and demons and shit? Pfft, no jury's going to buy that. Oh, and there's one last reason, and it's like the best one of them all. You're the only other person here who knows about the book, and now that Joy's gone, it's about to become my big breadwinner. I mean, if it could summon demons and rewind time and shit like that, I'm sure I can find something in here to make me very rich and happy.
You don't know how it works, and I'm the only one who could read it.
Oh, don't worry. Can't all be that hard of a head case if, like, you can do it. Actually, I'm curious. Joy said you had some kind of mental issue, but she never said exactly what it was.
So she didn't tell you. I knew it.
God, there you go again. Fuck me. You really are hopeless, aren't you? Oh well. Say bye-bye.
Candy saving the day.
Candy?
What the fuck? Get off me, you crazy bitch!
Don't touch her! Hey!
Sorry we're late. I had to wait till...
Whoa.
Whoa. That's one more body than I expected. Damn, guess plants didn't like her either. Jill? Surprised to see me? I'm a pyro demon. You didn't actually think the fire would hurt me, did you? No, your cheesy performance made that clear. Did you stop to do an encore for Candy on your way in? I found them outside the cave, about to run to your rescue. I needed someone to check if the witch was inside for me, but while I was still explaining things to them, we heard gunshots and they took off to save you. Fucking Candy. You're a bad person and your hair looks stupid.
Get off me!
I'm surprised she's still fucking... How are you not doing anything about what's happening behind you? Your cause of inaction. Like, you're not going to do anything? She's not going to do anything. Jill at least had a plan. A little disappointed in Vi. I still don't think they understand how much beyond that you're... how much beyond that you're in danger. I couldn't risk them going in alone, though. Wait, you're actually concerned about a human? Oh, they're growing on me, kind of.
Oh.
They actually kind of remind me a lot of this one succubus I had a crush on. And
Jill!
huh? Save me the story and get the vines off me already. Right. Okay, this doesn't look like that tricky of a spell. Something weird about it, though. I'm not sure I can manipulate it without... Can't you just rip them off me? Those arms have to be good for something, right? Huh. Duh, physical world. They call me hopeless. Yeesh, that looks like it hurts. Angry stuff, isn't it? There. Okay, now I just need to help Candy with... I love this screen. I love this screen a lot. There's just so much about it that is very fucking funny to me in a lot of ways.
Barbecue boy?
More like Soup Boy now, isn't he? Is he dead? Going by how he's not moving and half of his body is in a pot of boiling liquid, I'd say yes. Great. Even Candy's got more kills than I do now. Put me down already.
Yeesh.
Sorry for being protective. Speaking of, how are you doing, Kent? D? Oh no. Oh no. Well, the old black belt came in handy after all. Hey, does it feel like really warm all of a sudden?
Candy.
Candy, your chest. Oh yeah, they're pretty big, right? I should get them reduced, but Huh? What's this? Wait, is that the witch's dagger? The one that... Oh no. Hey, I feel... kind of weird. Candy. Don't touch them. But... Damn it. Hey, Vivi. I remember what I wanted to tell you. What is it, Candy? You deserve better than her, than Joy. You're a good person. How can you know that? I've never even met you until tonight. I don't even know you, but you've just been super nice to me and you just saved my life and now you're gonna... How do you know me?
You never remember me.
What does that mean? What the hell does that mean? How do you know me? How am I a good person if I keep letting everyone around me die? Who are you? They're gone. God.
God damn it!
Chapter complete. Let's take a break. You've been going nonstop for a while now. No, I don't want to stop on that. I need to keep going, at least a little more. All right, if you're sure. So what happened after Candy died? I don't really remember. I'm pretty sure I was in shock after that. It's kind of funny, actually. I'd seen so many people die already, and I even saw Joy get murdered right in front of me. But something about Candy's last moments, how they spent it telling me I deserved better, it broke something in me. I don't know how long I stayed in that cave crying, but Jill eventually had to carry me out. She set me down to the entrance and said she was going to clean up. Then she went back inside. When I couldn't cry anymore, I stood up and just started walking. I don't know if it was fate or just muscle memory, but I eventually ended up back at the docks. Everything had come full circle, so I sat down at the edge and waited for Jill to find me again. Sure enough, she showed up a few seconds later.
Hey.
Hey, there you are. Well, I got the spell book and you're alive. I guess that finishes up our contract. Look, I know it didn't end the way you wanted, but... Sorry, that came out wrong. Look, humans die, right? It happens all the time, you know? One minute they're alive, the next they're not. It's just how your world works. Look, about what happened tonight, I'm not gonna lie. Things got really, really fucked up. Like, I have no idea how I'm going to write a report on this. This shouldn't have happened. That's it. This just should not have happened. But it did. So now I'm going to break the time loop spell and take things back home. Did you hear me? Job's over. I'm leaving. Wait, what? I said fine. Just go. Wait, you're not going to try to talk me out of it? No. Oh, you're just setting me up so I can pull some fancy logic trick, right? Not this time. Just go. But the whole point was to fix this. Stop everyone from dying, remember? Why are you giving up? We can still go back and try again. Why? So we can just watch them all die a third time? Huh? It's fate or something, right? I never had a chance at saving them. It's always going to just be me at the end. Vivian Finala, the final girl at the end of the horror movie. That's what you've been telling me, right? We're just stuck in a cheap slasher flick and we can't change the ending? Vivian. Look,
Damn it.
You're supposed to be talking me into this, not the other way around. Look, I can't leave things like this, okay? The way Candy died, Fuck. That is going to haunt me forever. Haunt you. They were a fucking badass. A non-binary, polyamorous badass. They didn't deserve to go out like that. And why does that matter, Jill? You're gonna kill them all. And everyone else on this fucking lake just a few hours ago, remember?
I didn't know.
You didn't want to. You didn't care. You just wanted to put a couple notches into your machete. But you didn't kill anyone. You came here to slaughter every person on this lake and take back your book. So congratulations, Jill. Mission accomplished. You win. Now go. Wow, you're just going to leave the book there? I think that's a bold play there. Back home, I'm a bit of a screw up. I always try my best, but my professor says I never think things through. I'm always finding shortcuts and cutting corners. I'm always thinking it'll be fine, but then someone else has to clean up my mess. When I got this mission, I thought it was finally something I couldn't mess up. Nothing to overthink. Just go in, do the contract, get the magic item, and have fun killing a few nameless extras while I was at it. Simple. But I think I finally get what my professor's been trying to tell me. There aren't any extras here. Every human life has their own story, their own life. Hell, humans have more of a life than we do. I mean, all we do is watch you. I wanted it to be a game, but you humans, you're not characters, you're people. There's nothing simple about ending a person's story, unless they end someone else's. Well, I'm glad you got to have your little character growth moment. Too bad it's too little too late. We've got to do something. We can't just leave this with Candy as some stereotypical sacrifice to teach my dumbass a lesson. They are way too good for that. And they saved your ass too, so you owe them. I know, I just don't know why. They keep saying they know me, but I can't remember them at all, and I can't help anyone because of my stupid broken brain.
V.
Your brain isn't broken, V. Yes, it is. You're what? I'm autistic. And? It means I can't think the way other people do. I know what it means, duh.
Huh?
I knew from the start, V. You handle crazy shit better than most humans would. Probably because most normal things seem weird to you anyway. So you process stuff differently than most humans. So does every demon who's ever lived, including me and my professor.
V.
Being autistic, a nerd, a virgin, or whatever you want to call it is nothing to be ashamed of. It is when it's all anyone ever sees. When I was diagnosed as a kid, my parents acted like I've been declared brain dead. They made sure to tell everyone I met that I was autistic and not expect anything from me. I was always either too slow or too loud for them. They were always trying to teach me how to fit in with normal kids while also telling them that I was fragile and stupid. What made it worse was that they were right. Stuff other kids could do easily, like spell and memorization and multiplication tables, just felt impossible. I did my best, but nothing ever seemed to stick. I was put in special education programs, but they didn't even try to educate me. They wouldn't even let me learn with the other kids. They'd just give me half of the answers on every test to make sure I passed. They just wanted to get me through the system. I didn't have to go to normal classes, and the special ed teachers didn't do anything with me so long as I was quiet. So I spent a lot of time reading a book. As long as I was quiet, I was free to read whatever I wanted. So I read whatever caught my interest. Probably read a couple things I shouldn't have, honestly. Sounds like you got an education despite them failing to help you. Not a real one. I still don't know my multiplication tables or half the stuff people my age seem to know. And I've never interacted with anyone, and so I never got better at learning social cues or how I was supposed to act. If someone asked me about my day, I'd tell them about how I learned that human bodies can be crushed into diving helmets at just 60 meters down. Then they'd look at me like I was threatening to crush their heads, even though they were adults and I was 12.
Huh.
That's still a cool thing for a 12-year-old to know. No, it's just creepy. What else did you read about? I really liked mysteries, especially Sherlock Holmes. I kind of idolized him a lot. I wanted to be able to figure out a person from the dirt on their clothes or what dog they had from their walking stick. It seemed a lot easier to read evidence than social cues. That's how I got into forensics and then forensic psychology, although it's not really the same. I don't know what to say when someone asks me how my day is, but I can make an educated guess on someone's life based on what their bedroom looks like. Not perfect at it, but it's easier. At least, that's what I told myself. The truth is, I'm not smart or clever. I'm not a savant. I'm just doing the best I can.
Right back where we fucking started.
And the best I could do is put us right back where we fucking started. So what if you can't think normally? Nothing about this night has been normal by anyone's standards. But we can figure this out. We know a lot more than we did last time. Doesn't matter how many times we do it. They'll all just die again in a new horrible way. You can't think like that. I can't fight fate, Jill. I don't know how. It's not fate. Everyone who died the first time is dead again. Everyone. Even if we stop them from being impaled or being melted, they'll just find some other way to be killed. I don't want to see that anymore. I'm tired, and I'm already going to have enough nightmares. Wait a minute. Wait just one damn minute? Not everyone is dead. Give it time, they will be. No, they won't because they can't die. At least not until the spell ends.
Huh?
What are you talking about? The dude who left to get hot dogs. Kenny? You said he died in the cave last time, but he's in the spell's buffer, remember? He's untouchable in there, completely safe. But we don't even know if he made it to the buffer. He could have crashed his car before he made it there. He didn't last time, but okay, I'll humor you. What are you doing? Checking the spell's expulsion queue. We're a bit far from the border, but I can at least see if there's anything ready to be...
Jill.
V, I never thought I'd get to say this, but... we saved Kenny. Seriously? Serious as I can be, there's a human and a car inside the buffer, ready to be spat out into your proper reality, safe and sound. We can actually save people? 1,000,000%. Doesn't matter if reality wants you dead if you exist outside of it. How many people can fit in the buffer? For a spell this size? A couple thousand. Thousands? There weren't even 100 people at the party. Well, everyone in there can have some legroom. We can save everyone. We just need them to go home. Then pick up the spell book from the cave. Then we pick up the spellbook from the cave. Now that we know how to find it, charbroil the witch so that she can still can't kill any more demons, and save 2 worlds and our favorite non-binary badass in one swoop. And then maybe get some answers about who they are and why they care about me so much. And maybe ask them out on a date. And maybe ask them out on Jill! Oh, come on. They are so obviously into you. Let's focus on saving everyone, okay? What's to worry about? We got this in the bag now. First, I show up at the party, scare everyone into the barrier. Next, we head back to the cave. I'll show you why I'm called a pyro demon. Then we pull out the book out of the ashes, kick back on the beach, and take a well-deserved break before heading back to reality and all the annoying paperwork waiting for us. I can see why your professor says you cut corners. All right, what did I miss? The witch knows everything. There's another problem I don't think you know about yet. The witch knows you're working with me, and she remembers everything that happens in the loops, just like us.
What?
How? I don't know. She just said, you don't think I'd lose my memories to my own spell, did you? But that turned out to be bullshit because she can't even cast the time loop spell. Wait, hold on. What do you mean she can't cast the time loop spell? It's part of the book. If she can do one spell, she can do them all. Apparently not. She wanted me to tell her how I did it, and she called me a magical prodigy or something. Interesting, but that doesn't explain how she knows about us. She said she had a crying spell or something. She was using it to scrying spell. Thrice, damn it. Well, that's annoying. Fortunately, that's one spell I know exactly how to deal with. She won't be able to see us coming next time. Can you keep her from looking at anyone? No, scribe blocking is kind of like a camouflage umbrella. She won't be able to detect where we are or see us, but it's centered around me. Which means we'll need to find each other pronto next loop. But she's still able to see Joy and Candy. Do you think she might try to take hostages? She already did with Mark when she caught us in the cave. So we're gonna have to not be careful not to give her any targets we actually care about. Let's see. The witch and Joy don't make a difference, but the witch is actually Joy's aunt.
Whoa.
Holy subplots, Ratman. Wait, didn't she kill Pumpkin Hater in the cave? Yeah, just like she killed Joy's mother, her sister, who was the original owner of the book. Joy comes from a whole line of witches. Great. So we're going to have to fight Pumpkin Hater for the book too? I don't know. It just kind of seemed like she wanted revenge no matter the cost. Well, she's in for disappointment. First thing we're gonna do after I get you is head back to the cave and light that fucker up. Yeah, she's not gonna be happy with me. Are you backing out? Not in your life. And more importantly, not on Candy's. Good girl. Anyway. Let's see. About burning the witch, you can't hurt anyone who has the book, remember? Even if the flames can't touch her directly, that much raw heat in a confined space should do the job. Won't be a pretty way to go, but it's what she deserves. Are you sure that won't violate your contract? I just have to not look at her or hear her. If I pour hellfire into that cave, it ought to drown out any screaming. That is, if she has time to open her mouth before it melts off. That cave goes back pretty deep. Are you sure you can flood the whole thing with fire? Remember when I blew my top earlier? That was just an embarrassed blush. I may not be the most elegant spellweaver, but I can spit fire with the best of them. Although, since we're in the physical world, I'll probably need you close by so I can borrow some energy to do it safely. Don't want to burn myself out, literally. I'll be right behind you. That witch has caused nothing but pain for everybody, and it's not like we can put her on trial for any of this. Trial by fire, maybe. Scaring people probably isn't the best way to get them to leave. Why not? I scared Barbecue Boy into running. In fact, I might just torch his ass anyway for what he did to Candy. That'll really give him a reason to run. That won't make the best first impression with Candy. They won't remember Mark killed them, remember? I don't think you want the only human you like thinking you're a monster. I mean, I am, but good point. Killjoy. Also, if you do whatever it is you did to Mark and start a panic, people are going to run for their cars and drive off into the forest. And those roads aren't very wide. Oh. Yeah, oh, I already saw a couple cars wrapped around trees last time. Not to mention cowards like Mark would be more than willing to run over a few people just to run away faster. People like Candy would be focused on getting other people to safety. Okay, so we need to make everyone leave calmly. But the reason needs to be urgent enough that they have to leave. That's not going to be an easy balance. You guys are still fucking kicking around? That's for looking at things with your eyes. V, look out. I think, yeah, he's going the other way. That was close. Can't believe that guy's still going. Seriously, how's that chainsaw not run out of... Fuck, we forgot about the 7th sin. Shit, you're right. It won't matter if we get everyone in the barrier if they're already going psycho. How do they even get infected with that stuff anyway? Do you smoke it, snort it, inject it? Nobody knows. All the toxicology reports determined that it was likely absorbed through the digestive tract, so they drank it. Yeah, but that's where it gets tricky. Every victim had pretty much the same dosage. If it was in the food or drinks, you would expect there to be a wide variation depending on how much they had. So that means it has to come into a pill form, right? That's all the same dosage. Hey, look at you with the deductions. I have my moments. Well, pills are the most popular theory, but how do you get everyone at a house party who don't even drink alcohol to take an unidentified pill? Pez dispenser? Breath mint? Not a bad theory, actually, but that means someone would have to be actively passing it out. And there are pads like candy all over the party on the beach. Someone would have noticed. Well, we know candy wasn't affected or infected before you left the first time. That just gives us an hour to get everyone out to calmly leave. That's just when we know Candy started showing symptoms. Seventh Sin is very unpredictable. We have no idea when they or anyone else was actually drugged. Plus, getting everyone to leave is easier said than done. I tried last time, but nobody would listen. What if you just tell everyone that the party's been spiked with Seventh Sin? How would I prove it without knowing who's responsible or how they're distributing it? Without proof, Joy and Mark would just say I'm causing a scene and shut me down again. I could warn Candy and the other pads, but I don't know if they'd be able to convince everyone else until it was too late, and I'd have to stay at the party without you.
Damn it.
And without you, I can't barbecue the witch. Okay, so in summary, you need to find a way to get all the college students to leave the lake and go to the buffer zone. And you need to do it before they all somehow become drugged with Seventh Sin and without me scaring anyone. Then, once you accomplish that little miracle, we need to kill the witch and get the spellbook back. A witch who I cannot go within sight or hearing of, and for some reason retains all of her memories each time loop. And she saw everything that happened last loop, meaning she knows about my relationship with Joy and probably our relationship with Candy. Meaning she could just take one of them hostage if we don't take care of her first. So we got to do all that while running defense? Never rains, but it pours.
Damn it.
Why didn't I put more effort into my glamour classes? Those could really help turn things around. Wait, say that again? My glamours? It's a branch of magic that focuses illusions on... No, before that. It never rains, but it pours. That's the answer. It is? What's the one thing guaranteed to ruin every outdoor party? Ants? Rain. Right, cold and wet is bad for humans. If we start a storm early enough, if we force everyone to pack up, it'll force everyone to pack up and go back to town to find another party. And they'll rail straight into the buffer zone without crashing into anything. I just hope they don't all pop back into reality on top of each other. It'll be fine. Most decent buffer zones are good at not materializing matter on top of another. And this spell has a decent buffer zone, right? Positive thoughts, V. Positive thoughts. Fine. So how fast can you make a storm? Oh, you want me to do it? Come on, Jill. Summoning a storm is like the go-to flex for every magic user in history. Even I've done it.
Wow.
Yeah, but, well, that kind of magic isn't actually my strong suit. Then what exactly is your strong suit? Well, I'm pretty good at matter crafting. I mean, just look at this body. Could you make, like, an army of yourself then? Well, it's not exactly something I could do on the fly. Also, I'm strictly forbidden from ever attempting to create any kind of simulated intelligence for as long as I live. Let me guess. More shortcuts? It's a long story. Oh, but I've got the short-range teleportation thing down. Only when people aren't looking at you. My professor said it was very inventive approach. What else do you have? Well, I'm a pyro demon, so fire, obviously. We just need to be careful, because I only have so much of my own power here. Although I might be able to consume burnable fuel to replenish it. Maybe? The physical world and my world run on different rules. What about the vines you keep summoning around my ankles? Oh, those are just a part of this construct. I sprout them out of the bottom of my head and push them through the ground. I'm actually using them as a skeleton for this body right now. Wait, so you're actually a tentacle monster puppeting a buffed up scarecrow? Like I said, I'm good at finding workarounds. Well, try to find one for this. Hey, you don't see me constantly criticizing your shortcomings. I'm not criticizing you, it's just... Look, I'm sorry, I just need your help. I'm out of my element here. You and me both. I hate trying to memorize things, so I'm kind of useless without my notes or something to reference. What about the spellbook? Could you use that as a reference? It's worth the look. I think I saw a spell about summoning a storm in here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, this might just work. So, can you cast this? No, but you can. Me? Maintaining a spell like this and scry blocking would drain me dry fast. But I should be able to tether this storm summoning spell to the time loop you already have going. That way, it will trigger next time we loop automatically. Wait, isn't this mixing magics the very dangerous thing we should never ever do? No. I wouldn't be messing with the spell. I'll just be adding to it. Like tying a piece of string to an alarm clock so it sets off a coffee maker. The mental image of you Rube Goldberging reality does not fill me with confidence, Jill.
Positive thoughts.
Positive thoughts, V. Although this is a pretty big spell, running this and the time loop is going to put a lot of continuous strain on your body. How much strain? Maybe like double or triple what you're feeling now? Plus, there's going to be a big pull at the start to get that storm brewing. There's a chance you might pass out. And I still need to draw some of your power to take care of the witch. Maybe we should find another way. Do we have any safer alternatives that would offer us even half as much of a chance? No.
Then positive thoughts, Jill.
Okay, let's do this. Good. Now hand me the book. I need to check something. We made a plan for Jill to pick me up outside the party as soon as I could slip away, and for her to take care of a few things on her way over. Things finally felt like they were turning around, but we had no idea what was waiting for us in the next loop. So much was about to happen. I'd finally find out the truth about Candy, but also the truth about Joy. I'd figure out how the Seventh Sin was being distributed and who was behind it. But of course, we didn't know that the whole time we were planning, our greatest enemy was there listening to us the entire time. Sounds exciting. But we'll finish up after we take a break. All right. End of part 2. What a fucking cock tease. What a fucking cock tease. What an absolute fucking cock tease. Well, now is once again where I say, hey, if you want to see what fucking happens at the end of this game, and now I really kind of fucking do too. It was good. It was really good. The secret reveal was really good. I thought that was really well handled. As somebody who's on the spectrum, I thought it was really nice. I was definitely the fucking, the gifted kid and dealt with gifted kid burnout syndrome. And then, like, at fucking 29, 30, I went to my doctor and they're just like, let's do some testings. And we did some testings, and what started out as we're gonna see if you have ADHD turned into we have a couple more tests that we'd like you to do. So definitely understand a lot of that. I thought it was handled really well. I liked it. I thought this was really good. Yeah, that sounds right. I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. I liked it quite a bit. I really like the characters. I really like how the characters are kind of like fleshed out in their own way. Mark being your typical jock kind of actually fits really well into this scenario. Joy being the very manipulative, like, I'm doing this for you type is pretty like an important story to tell for a lot of people. I fucking think Candy rules. Candy so far is probably my favorite. Jill and Vivian dealing with their own biases and prejudices, mostly towards each other and where they're coming from and having to deal with it, is pretty cool. It's a nice way to like have your characters bond over the course of the story while also having them learn an actual lesson. I think it's really nice. This is really good. This was really good. I really did enjoy this. So 24 days to go. 24 days to go on the Kickstarter. 18 backers, $1,253 raised, $4,300 is the goal. And it's a all or nothing. The end of it is April 14th. So if you'd like to see the completion of this story, final cut, the Kickstarter's up there. You can also buy the game for $1.50 right now, both the first part and the second part. Yeah, definitely if you like it, and I mean the usual thing, right? Even if you can't contribute to the Kickstarter, if you liked what you saw, sharing it is also great. But yeah, parts 1 and 2, first slice and second helping, are available for $1.50 right now, which that sale ends in, drum roll please, 18 hours. And there are choices and things that I made that you can change and do different things with, so feel free to do that. Trying to think of anything else that should probably be said on top of everything else. Oh, that's right, the spin-off games. Where would, I mean, I guess I would probably be on, like, I'd click the thing and I'd be able to click it. There's quite a few. There's, let's see, a story demo for, let's see, Deadline. How May I Direct Your Curse? Is that the other one? What happens when you put a curse on hold? A love story between a murderous ghost and an overworked receptionist. That's pretty freaking funny. And I assume the other one is probably Let Her Go player, and that's the one that you want to do more of. There's reviews here too. Oh, look at that. Literally the cutest thing ever 2 months ago. Loved the game immensely. It was just the right amount of cliche and corporate horror combined into a love story. Enjoyable, incredibly over the top, absurd, and ridiculous. Great job. This is all done in Ren'Py, isn't it? Ren'Py has come fucking such a long way. I remember doing fucking Ren'Py shit a long time ago. And it feels like Ren'Py has like evolved as a whole, like, what am I looking for? Development tool and engine, I should say. It's like both very, like, at a bog standard thing, And then, like, there's so much more that happens with, like, inside of Ren'Py now. It's pretty fucking robust. I'm actually really surprised at how much you can get done in Ren'Py. Yeah, Unity did do the whole explosion meltdown thing, which is really fucking stupid. But this is really good. This is really cool. I really did like this. Like this quite a bit. I think the reveal is handled well. I'm glad that you're able to let your asshole characters be asshole characters. Moving over to Godot. I've heard good things about Godot. I've heard good things about Godot. Not the prosecutor in Ace Attorney, but the development engine. Heard good things about it. He does love his coffee. He was my favorite prosecutor. He was my favorite prosecutor. Like, he's got such fucking energy. And he's so, like... I guess everybody else is really, like, courtroom drama. And then Godot is, like... cheesy sci-fi daytime TV villain kind of a vibe to him. Anyway, Godot was my favorite fucking prosecutor. I thought he was very funny. Also, I just like I like his energy and vibe. He's got that smugness to him. He's also got the anime fang thing that they usually give, like, the 14-year-old anime girl protagonists. And they gave it to this fucking... 30-something-year-old man. He's got them, like, anime fangs on him. Fucking fun character. Got the Geordie LaForge glasses going on. Now we're just talking about Ace Attorney. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I'm gonna very politely disagree with you. I'm gonna very politely disagree with you. I think people do trust it when it comes from the dev. I think people do trust it when it comes from the dev. If it's an indie dev from a small studio and a small group, I think they're more likely, especially queer people, and especially marginalized people, are more likely to believe what a single person or a small person team is putting together than, as somebody who's worked in social media for a long time, when it comes to that stuff, it's far more trustworthy and believable and honest when it comes from those things. And so long as you're open and honest about what you're doing, how you're doing it, where the money's going from, and you have a breakdown graph of where all the expenses go to, you know, most of it's going towards art. There's a good chunk of it's going towards reward and editing and proofreading, the initial Kickstarter's fees and taxes, which is smart to make sure that people know that there are Kickstarter fees and taxes. Audio editing and design, voice acting takes up a good percentage of it, and then of course programming and bug testing. The fact that you were able to budget everything out there and put it all out there as to how everything comes together and so on and so forth, I think it's nicer. But the idea of everything, like, and you keep your rewards pretty freaking tight. Like your overall rewards, like digital art book, original soundtrack, high-res wallpapers, digital stickers and posters. You kept it all very reasonable, very like put together, and like, let's see, there's like, what is it? What do we got? small movie posters, collection of mock posters, buttons, which are relatively simple to actually get together. The enamel pin stuff, admittedly, as somebody who's run conventions and worked at conventions and done the whole art selling things, that is probably the most complicated part of your reward tier, as far as like ordering it and the time on return, because sometimes, for whatever freaking reason, the enamel pin stuff is just like, yeah, we'll get it to you in about 60 days. And then it's just like, well, 95 days later, let's see. That one's fun. Your character profile in the game includes all the previous rewards. You, or your character, appears in a file in the game. Includes 2D custom artwork, buyer art. That's really nice. And then the $1,000 reward tier, which is your character appears as a 3D action figure at the party and has a named speaking line. That's pretty cute. And of course, you have stretch goals, which are nice. And they're moderate stretch goals. I think you kept it very realistic. I think you kept everything really fucking realistic, and I think that's really important. A lot of people, especially going into Kickstarter stuff or Indiegogo things or whatever the fuck, they'll put in things that are ridiculously out of proportion or out of budget, or not just out of that, but out of scope or scale. Hell, Mighty Number 9 fucking promised things out of scope and scale for what they fucking got, and they got a lot, and it fucking fell apart real fast. So I think by keeping your budget real tight, your everything on your Kickstarter page very forward, making sure to keep those things, those updates and such as up there and out there as possible. And I'll say this out loud since this was asked. Timewinder asked, don't have much money, but I want to contribute. Which Kickstarter option is the best for playing all 3 parts? And of course, Screensaver Studios, K, developer. Early backer, all digital edition is the best deal and helps out the most. So there you go. That answers that. So like the early backer all digital. The early backer all digital is $35. It seems like there's a good amount of people who've been backing the $10 tier and the $25 tier and the $35 tier. One person's already backed the $40 tier. One person backed the $50 tier. 2 for the tarot cards. I do think the tarot cards are really fucking neat, by the way. Just so we're clear, I think the tarot cards are really, really neat. Also, I really like the artwork of Jill on the tarot cards. I thought it was really cute. And you did get somebody to do the character profile thing. Somebody backed for the character profile in the game, which I think is really cool. But yeah, no, again, people fucking constantly ask me, hey, Kdin, where do you go to find indie stuff? Where do you find BIPOC or queer content that is made, games or content creators? And I hate the word fucking content creators, streamers, YouTubers, artists, and so on and so forth. And the answer is kind of complicated. The answer is you just got to search for it. You got to know what to look for. And I'll tell you that while a lot of big studios will definitely employ people who are BIPOC or queer, it's not necessarily the focus of it. So you're looking for smaller studios. You're looking for smaller people. You're looking for smaller groups, sometimes even single devs who are doing things pretty much the entire time. Sometimes it just kind of falls into your lap. But this was fun. I really didn't like that. I really did like this. I really did like this quite a bit. I thought it was very fun. And I'm pretty excited to see you get like everything backed. I hope you get everything. One of our rewards is a bookmark size set of the MOC posters. Oh, that's really cute. So more information about Candy's polycule in DLC. If Jill never killed anyone, what's the red on her machete? That's a good question. That's a great question. She made it that way to be more threatening? That's really fucking funny. Well, if I put some fake blood on it, then... Tee-hee. Hee-hee. Just a little bit of fake blood. I think that's really fucking funny. Made it to use a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before coming to... Strawberry jelly is the superior jelly. I'm sorry, grape jelly lovers. I'm sorry. Grape jelly caca. Apple jelly? Like an apple butter? Or like an apple jam? I feel like we're getting far off the point here. Raspberry preserves? I feel like any grape flavored thing doesn't taste like fucking grapes. Maybe that's just me. I think it tastes like caca. Tastes like caca. Tastes like nasty. Anyway. Ooh, marmalade. Do like a nice marmalade. Anywho. With that said and done, I mean, we could do something else. Molly's going to start streaming in 40 minutes. I believe Molly's going to start streaming in 40 minutes. So we could kill some time before Molly starts streaming and then just throw everybody at Molly's face. You're also going to start streaming in 40 minutes? Well, let's... Thank you for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for using your Prime sub here. I appreciate that. I really do. The one fucking actually good benefit that fucking Amazon Prime actually gives is being able to quietly and simply support people with the fucking free Prime sub. I think they should give us fucking more than one. I'ma be real. Fuck you, Bezos, you greedy son of a bitch. You should probably give us like 5 to use. It's not that fucking much of a fucking yoink out of your pocket. And I know it fucking isn't, you bitch. But again, I do appreciate when people use their Prime sub over here. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. What do we do? What do we do? I mean... the little fucking... Also, I want to say again, thank you for the little fucking, like, the Mama Wolf edition and the little doodly dude with the little icons and shit. I thought that was cute as hell. Yeah, there's fucking ads in Amazon Prime shit now, and it's fucking stupid. It's almost as if... And I'm gonna fucking... Alright, you want me to do it? You want me to do this? I'm gonna fucking crack my knuckles and shit. Who knew that the subscription service shit was going to fucking turn on its fucking tit and turn into a garbage dumpster fire? Everyone fucking warned everyone. It's like, don't fucking... It's gonna be bad. Don't do it. If you care about something, you want it physical. I believe Amazon's getting hit with a class action lawsuit right now. And fucking good. For pulling things down off of their service that people bought digital versions of. They bought digital copies and now they do not have access to it anymore. So the idea of, hey, I bought a thing and now I no longer have access to it because you took it away from me even though I'm supposed to have it forever, is now coming under fire, which is great. Because, again, there's the idea of, ha ha ha, if buying isn't owning, then theft isn't stealing. And I think that that's an important fucking note, because companies can sure as shit get away with that stuff where it's just like, well, we just don't let you have access to it anymore. It's like, well, then maybe I don't let you have access to anything anymore, ever, and I fucking hate you. And it's important to be careful about that shit. Very importantly, I have two PS4s. I cloned my first PS4 onto my second PS4 because I wanted to keep PT. And Konami's just like, well, you're not going to have PT anymore. And admittedly, PT was free, but they just got to delete something off of the entire fucking world because they said they wanted it gone. And it's just gone. It's just gone. Unless you have it and already had it and kept it, it's just gone forever. It just doesn't exist. A piece of art is just deleted from existence. Just gone. And these companies with different ownerships and different IP rights and different like distribution rights and blah, 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 it's all caught up in their own bullshit that they make to make money off of each other, which really only makes money off of us because we're giving these corporations money to be able to experience yada. Doesn't really fucking matter what it is. And all this little fucking shit, it's infuriating. It is fucking infuriating. And then people fucking learn the wrong things. Like, well, if I buy a digital book and then I return the digital book, but I still have the blah, 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 then I fuck over the company. Did you know that by doing it that way, you're actually only hurting the person who published the book? There are so many fucking small authors who are self-publishing digitally and physically through Amazon stuff, and when those returns happen, it fucks over that person and not Amazon, because Amazon has protections in place and that person has no way to protect themselves from anything like that. And Amazon charges them for the return. So not only does it take the money that they made away, but it charges them for the return. So they lose money. Which is why this is your big reminder for everybody. Get a fucking library card. Get a library card. Most libraries have access to a digital fucking thing that you can just check out digital copies of books too. So on top of being able to physically go into a place and get a book, you can also get, and audiobooks, you could get fucking physical books, digital books, and audiobooks with your library card, and movies, and some places still do games at your library. I fucking saw somebody talking about renting games from their library, borrowing games from their library just a couple weeks ago. And that's not a common thing. It was a little bit more common a while ago, but it is still something that is possible and probable to do. And as we know, having fun isn't hard when you have a library card. Libraries do have to pay a good amount for digital books, but, however, they are funded by the government. And by constantly using the libraries and using them more, it shows that, guess what? The libraries are important. More people should be using the libraries to show government that the libraries are important. Get a library card. Get a fucking library card. Get a library card! It's so good. So good. Library cards are great. Library cards are great. I wish I could fucking go back to working in the library, because they change shit now, and now it's fucking almost impossible to get a fucking job even as a page at a library, and I fucking loved that job. It did not pay necessarily well, but nothing fucking ever does, but it was a great fucking job, and I really did like it. It was probably my favorite job I ever had. But anywho, yeah, get a fucking library card. Get a library card. Get an absolute library card. Also, fuck. If we're talking about queer shit, we might as well talk about the queer thing that I did a long time ago. The very indie queer thing that I did a while ago. Do I still have that? I probably still have that. That's still a thing, right? Is it still up? Did I move it? I can check. I mean, Let me take a look. Because if I didn't, then I can do it. But I did a if you like queer stuff, I did an audiobook. I did an audiobook oh so long ago. Oh so long ago. Yeah, they run out and they have to buy them again. That is true. That is definitely true. Do I have it? I might. Is it not there anymore? Oh my god, is it gone? Maybe. Hold on. Ha! It's still there. It was the other one. Ha! The Companion, which was really fucking good. If you like an all trans cast, narrated by me, I should consolidate commands. I think I did consolidate all of the commands. I just forgot about that one specifically. I'm pretty proud of my narration on that one. I'm pretty fucking damn proud of it. Also, the book was really good. Like, it's really good. It's a trans book written by a trans person, narrated by a trans person. So I don't know what else to tell you. You can't get more queer than that, right? Very gay. Very gay. It's very good. So the question is, we have 30 minutes. We have 30 minutes to run through this shit before Molly starts streaming. What do we do? Try and finish the horror game? The Kakapupu one? The dorky one? We could. We could try and make it a little further.
Legendary.
Ooh, what kind of dairy? Legend. Is this, does it know where my fucking VTuber is? I didn't realize that it knew where my VTuber was. The stickers knowing where my VTuber is very weird. Let's throw on this fucking thing. Let's throw on this fucking, this dweeby ass game. Like, this game, I feel like I understand what it tried to do. This other game, this one, Those Who Remain, I feel like I know what they're trying to do. Oh my god, it hit Kopi! Is it gonna pop up? 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 Those who are, there it is. Oh my god, it's so big. Oh my god, it's so big. It's so big. Alright, let's see where we are in this fucking game. Oh my god, it's so juicy. That's my favorite King of the Hill quote. Does anybody know that quote from King of the Hill? Oh my god, it's so juicy. It's so fucking funny. It comes from a fucking small little piece of a Thanksgiving episode from King of the Hill where Bobby is so sure that he's properly prepared. Holy shit, dude, you are the loudest motherfucker on the planet. Can you be a little less fucking loud? Thank you.
What happened here?
Bobby was so sure of himself that he was going to be able to... Yeah, we know. Be able to cut the Thanksgiving turkey. And Hank's just like, well, okay, Bobby, we're going to go through this and we're going to see if you're ready. Because there's a lot of distractions and there's a lot of blah, 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 Bobby. And goes through the whole thing. Ha ha! Ow! Thank you for the bits, Fluffy. Holy shit. He goes through the whole rigmarole of it. Oh, right. Bad controls. I was playing a good game a minute ago. I forgot that bad controls existed. But, so, like, Hank was there as a set distraction for Bobby. We're just going to open up everything to make sure that everything actually opens up. And that's a fucking wall. And here's this to read. But one of the things that, like, is like, wow, I want a leg piece. I want a wing. Blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden he just screams, oh my God, it's so juicy. And then Bobby makes a fucked up cut. And the turkey is like, I don't think you're ready for it, Bobby. Anyway. How long have we been living in this nightmare? When was the last time the sun rose in Dormont? We're stuck in this damn perpetual night and everyone's disappearing as days go by. Phones don't work, no internet, no nothing. We're all going to die. Yeah, okay. Fucking exaggerator. Okay. Those people are mean. Oh, right, the chair that does this. Can I have you? No. I want you to stay. Fine. Can't have any damn fun. Nothing. Remember, reflections are expensive. We're not criticizing for the lack of reflections. Reflections are expensive and difficult. We are in the post office. I guess.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, God damn it. Get across to the post office. Don't. No! Oh my God. Unskippable fucking cutscene. Yeah. Spooky, scary skeletons. I know. Shivers down my spine.
Following me.
Everything is scary. Who cares? Is there anything over here? I guess we know where that one thing is. I super criticize this dude for dropping that fucking lighter in chapter 1. What a fucking doofus.
The door is blocked. I need to find another way in. It's not locked, but...
Can't open it.
Something is
Blocking it from the other side. Okay. We'll go all the way back down here. These guys are there. There's obviously something I can't do here. Click, 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 click. Click. We're back to where we started. That's locked. What are we missing? Oh, right. We can open up drawers. Can I pick up this up? No, I cannot. We can lift up chairs. Come on. Ah, key. 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 Incredibly tiny key. For incredibly tiny something. I'm going to... This was closed last time. Now they're all open. Hi, Kishi. Nice to see you. I'll be honest. I think the first Amnesia is pretty unpolished.
Fire alarm power was switched off. It actually might be useful.
Okay. Why did the whale move across the sea to get to the other tide? Oh my god. Wait, did I turn this on? Is it on now? Because I can't interact with any of this shit. Why did I open this? What was the purpose? What was the purpose?
The door is blocked. I need to find another way in.
Okay. I feel like I think you're right. I think you're right, Fluffy. I think that this is like very like there was an idea and it's all very strung together without a proper purpose. That's all useless to me. There's light coming from over there. This guy's too close, so I can't get close to him. This is still glowing. We opened this. It's open. What can I do with it? Like... I can't open these. I can't open that. Switches go flick? Nope. Switches no go flick. No clickies. No clickies on anything. For later, probably? Then what am I missing? Everything that's important either glows or has a hand thing on it. I can't even mess with the boxes anymore. Paperwork? Is there anything here? No. Nothing here. Or here. Or here.
It's not locked, but I can't open it. Something is blocked.
And we can't get over here because there's no way to get to this specific room from anywhere else. Jesus. Oh my god. Come on. Wherefore art thou? Like, there's the fucking light switch. Right there. See it? But it's too far away. Let's assume that the game broke. Let's assume that the game broke. And let's go back in and get the key. And watch the unskippable cutscene again. Something we love. Unskippable cutscene.
They keep following me.
I just walked through that fucking door. So, okay. We have... See? This chair is exactly where I left it.
The fire alarm power was switched off. It actually might be useful.
So, something already switched... Wait. Okay, so the fire alarm is what it said. So, we need to pull a fire alarm? Technically, there should be a fire alarm in fucking every room, but what? Oh, is it just it rolling? Oh, it's just it rolling. We need to find a fire alarm. Again, there should be one in pretty much every major room. There is not. However, over here, there's one. Oh, great. Super useful. This counts as enough light to make these things go away? Oh, this is great. Oh my god, are you fucking for real? Okay. 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 How there's nothing in here now? The very obviously darkest fucking room, there's nothing there. And I can't tell where I am now. Great.
It's not locked, but I can't open it. Something is blocking it from the other side.
Oh, but this room's fucking dark enough for these things to fucking exist in them. This room is dark enough now. Okay, okay. All right, smartass. Okay. So what do we need to do in here then? That I can't fucking see very well. There must be something. These drawers? No. Is there something I'm missing here? I feel like I'm missing so much. So, I have to be in this room for something. What is the something? Oh, don't fucking tell me that it's... Well, now we're in the fucking ghost dimension again. Oh my god. I don't know how to feel about that.
Strange. Place doesn't seem much different.
Okay. No, place seems pretty much the goddamn same, actually. We can go back in here now. Nope. There's no door there now. Okay. Ah, this door is now open. Okay, okay. The giant doesn't talk, yet he told me about the birds. Uh-huh. 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 Okay.
The car. The accident.
The car, the accident. What car, what accident? Locked. 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 I'm surprised somebody else other than me watched Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension. I think he did. He never talks about himself, though. I like the found footage stuff, too. I think it's really fun when done right. Ghost Dimension was... It certainly did. There certainly was a dimension. And it was a ghost one. Oh my god, so many chairs. Please move. Please move. Please move. Please move. Thank you. Thank you. Nope, locked. Bad movies can be very fun. And then sometimes they're just not great. I like bad movies, though. Critically unacclaimed films. What do you want from me? Do you want me to turn this back on?
What is this place?
Was that what I was supposed to do? Turn on the radio again? Am I just... Is that the quest? The quest for the radio? $13.
13.
That's my lucky number. Yeah, they're dead. This is a lot more than 13. Oh, we're looking for a door that's 13. 25. 17. 15, 11. What? What? Oh. 17, 15, 11, 13. Fucking go home. You can't count.
Okay. Now what?
The giant told me about your accident, too. Okay. All right. Fucking gossip queen, I guess. There is no 13th floor in hotels. In Japan, there's no 4th floor.
I'm definitely walking in circles here.
I mean, the logic is turn around and then go back the way you came. But I don't know if I want to do that. I think newer hotels have 13 on them, but like older hotels definitely do not. If I ever made a hotel, all the floors would be 13. It's a terrible hotel. Okay, time to officially turn around.
Is this the post office?
Making sure there's nothing else in here before the game fucking yeets me out of the fucking ghost dimension. Man, I loved that they did the fucking Xbox Connect thing to see the ghost in, was it the third Paranormal Activity movie? I thought that was really clever. I thought that was really neat. I thought that was very funny. Third and fourth? Yes? The third was the prequel. Okay, well, so it's 4. The third was the prequel. I actually liked that one. I actually liked 3 and 4. 2 was fine. I thought 2 was fine. But I think I liked 3 and 4 more than 2. And then great. The temporal bathroom point.
2 others in the car. Frontal crash. Doesn't look good.
Okay, prep the room, give me 6 units. Abdominal wound. Left upper quadrant. Lateral wound. Deep cut. It's lost a significant amount of blood.
Breath sounds bilaterally. Heart sounds 1 and 2. A bit muffed. He has an IO in the right tibia. BP 70. Systolic pulse 136.
Where are they?
Calm down.
Okay.
You're gonna be all right.
Are they safe? Morphine? Transamic?
Just a gram of tranexamic.
Okay, we're good. Wait. I need to know they're safe.
Sir, you need to calm down.
Use the ambu bags. Help him with his breath. And ultrasound him, please.
Andrea! Rosie!
Do it.
Okay, we did it. We solved the mystery of the goddamn bathroom.
She's coming. Get out of the building.
Okay.
The fuck, Annika? Where am I meant to go? Shit. Not again. Leave me alone.
Okay, we go this way. We go this way.
Shit, dead end. Now what?
The truck? The truck? The truck? Oh, a down. Oh my god, what? There's a hole in the floor?
This feels like emptiness.
Oh, we just. I have fundamental issues with how Condemned was built as a horror game. I thought the sequel was a terrible fucking idea. Are you shitting me? It's just fucking completely dark. Oh. I needed to look... What fucking... I needed to look straight down. Because apparently my thing was up. Okay. Dear Mr. District Attorney. Dear Mr. District Attorney? You don't even know what your fucking district attorney's name is? Whatever. My name is Aaron. I'm not sure whether you received my previous letters, but I'm writing you one more time and hopes you can hear my story. My daughter Annika and I came to Dormont to get away from the city. All we wanted to do is a simple place to live, and this town seemed to be what we were looking for. Sadly, ever since the first day, everyone looked at us as like we didn't belong. It didn't bother me, but Annika suffered from it. It started with just stares, but then it got worse. My daughter was viciously attacked by a group of kids who enjoy preying on anyone who is weaker than or different. I complained to the school principal. I complained to the sheriff, who happens to be the father of one of the kids. I complained to everyone I could, but all I got in return is it's just kids playing planks. One of those planks went too far. Now my daughter is dead. Everyone knows who did it, but no one does anything. Everyone in town is covering for the kid responsible for Annika's death. The sheriff won't do anything. He says the case is closed. I bet they didn't even investigate because it's his own son. Please, can you help? All I want to do is have justice for my daughter. Sincerely, Aaron.
Chief was holding on to Aaron's desperate letters.
Are you shitting me? Tom, I want you to put aside all the mail that's sent by Aaron brings here. She's trying to bring in necessary attention to Dormont. It was a tragedy that her daughter died, but it was an accident. The three other kids involved don't need their lives ruined too. She will eventually get over it. Dear Daily Look, my name is Aaron. I'm writing you and hope you just see what I say. Daughter Annika, Dormont, blah, blah, blah. My daughter viciously attacked. Blah, blah, blah. It's just kids playing. It's the same thing over and over again. Okay. Ben was protecting his nephew. Ben was protecting his nephew. This fucking guy. It's a tragedy what happened to the girl, but it was an accident. If Jack says there was no foul play, then I'm sure there wasn't. He's the sheriff. We have to believe him. Erin's grieving, and she needs to blame someone for her daughter's death, sending letters to the newspapers and TV anchors to see if she can bring attention to what she believes is murder. No one wants to turn this town into a press circus. What's done is done. It's time to move on. I'm going to ask Tom to put all of her mail aside. He'll understand. Ben was protecting his nephew. Ben diverted Erin's mail. Okay. So he's terrible.
Ben Harris, the post office chief. He loved his quiet life with his books and his dogs. He used to help in church and organize trips for children. Life was good. But then his nephew, Mark...
Oh, he did something with the church. I'm sure that absolves him of all evil things then, right?
But her mother was sending letters denouncing what happened to everyone she could. Ben was sorry for the girl. But he had to protect Mark. So he made sure the woman's letters never left Dormont. No one would know.
Dormont or Dormant?
A decent man, but he helped cover up the
Because the way that it's written is Dormant, not Doromont.
will pay for his crime.
Here we go again.
Guilty.
Another accomplice. He knew full well what he was doing.
The kid's a kid. The rest of them, I don't know, man. This is pretty not great. Okay, that's just gone now. Oh, I can go outside now. Okay. I know that's like upsetting and sad and everything, but also like it's a game, it's not my problems. When do kids become adults? When do kids become adults? 24. If you think you're an adult at 18, you are absolutely a child. The fact that most kids are just thrown out into the world is like, well, now you're 18, you're an adult. And it's like, I'm not prepared for any of this.
Someone's house.
Also, you shouldn't necessarily be held accountable for how your shitty parents raised you. You can learn to change from that, but also like that involves people helping you learn and relearn things. So like, what's up? Oh no. Okay.
This light doesn't seem to be working.
Find a way to fix the light. Wait. Goodbye. Desmond, don't leave your room without making your bed. If you make your bed every morning, you'll have accomplished the first task of the day. Dad. When they see their first paycheck and see how much goes to my first job was at 14.
Gross. What is up there?
My first job was at 14. I was a tutor at my college. Making your bed is the stupidest fucking chore imaginable. Do the fucking dishes. I agree. Like, you just, listen, the little kid mentality in my mind for that stuff has never gone away. It's just like, why do you fucking make your bed? You're just gonna unmake it in 3 seconds when you lay back down. Like, if you're having company over them, whatever. But, like, if it's just you, hey, boxes. Last fucking propaganda. Who built this house? Like, what the fuck is with this house? Desmond, don't touch the World War II. Remember, told you. It's fucking, told you. Told you. Fucking propaganda. These are not toys. I don't enjoy punishing you. Why do you insist on breaking my rules, Dad? Fuck your rules. Why do you have a fucking propane tank underneath your sink? And why did that fucking recycling can glow? Well, that's locked. Hold on. I want to take a look at this stupid fucking house one more time. And then we'll raid Molly. Look at this! What is this? What is this? Why? Why is this? Why? Like, what is this? What is this? What is it? Who's going over there? What is this for? How do you use this? What a useless house. This layout is atrocious. What neighborhood is this? What's up, guys? Okay. Well, now that we've officially put the chair on the thing, which is very important to me specifically, then we're going to get ready to raid Molly, because Molly should be up by now, if I'm not mistaken. I'm assuming that is the case. I'm going to hit the main menu button and hope to all hell that it actually saved. There's nothing wrong with using pre-made assets. Please use them properly. But we're going to raid Molly. Molly's going to be playing some Pokemon Snap. If you don't know Molly, Molly is a artist. She's worked on various different cartoons, including most recently on Jellystone as a storyboard artist. Worked on Craig of the Creek, worked on Ruby. Has a podcast about One Piece with me and our other friends, Mark B. Donica and Al McClellan Jr. So if you like One Piece, we have a One Piece podcast that you should definitely ask Molly to talk about. So I'm going to hit the raid button, and then you're going to hang out, and you're going to hang out with Molly while I go make dinner. So until next time, I like how Molly made her own version of like the Molly sweat and then Molly's version of, well, it's this. Corporate wants you to find the difference between these two pictures. They're the same picture. But until next time, Wispy, you're streaming on Friday? Yes, Wispy is streaming on Friday. You will not see us doing anything tomorrow. We have plans. And shrug emoji. There might be something going on this weekend, so I might be busy, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Until next time, everybody. Love y'all very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Go hang out with Molly, and good night. Bye.